Today, the power trait number 10: ignore the weeds. Once you see your dreams, my friend, starting to manifest, your focus will refine on them, and weeds shall all fall sideways. How much we ever talk about being positive by thoughts, being positive by deeds, being positive by words. There is always a fact to understand. There will be lot of negative which will also be part of the package. We are free to choose the positive and free to choose to think positive, free to choose to say positive, or choose to do positive deeds. But when it comes to receiving or observing, we will find a lot of negative feelings to grab our attention, my friend. The author says that our focus must be on what we live, what we actually give, and not on what others give it to us. Every time we feel something is disturbing us, she recommends the best thing is to do simply ignore it, let it go. Because if you don't ignore this adversity of any kind, adversity, my friend, of any kind, has and will have only one effect, and that is called suffering. Now, adversity has manifests itself in two forms, or it has two characteristics. Or you can respond to any adversity only in two manners. Firstly, either we can understand and accept and let it go, or ask for sympathy from others and keep co-creating the effect in our mind and heart by listening and living it over and over again. And every time we discuss through or debate the issue, we inflict a fresh pain on ourselves. Every time a person will get us stronger to receive a rightful deserving empathy towards himself from others when he's facing or he's amidst of any adversity, and he would feel like showing or proving his argument or make a justification for the suffering from that particular adversity. Every time he will be emotionally forced to discuss and put his point across to explain only a few things, like, I am the aggrieved, I'm in grief, something wrong happened to me, I am the one who is facing it, not others. My friend, how many times this topic would come? A person who is having any kind of adversity will be forced to convict himself or others about the state of his mind, because somewhere everyone is always looking for a sympathetic hand or reassurance from the other person. Every one of us need words of kindness from someone else saying everything will be easy, or everything will be okay, everything will be fine, don't you worry. My friend, it's not wrong to expect this soothing effect from others and our near and dear ones. It makes one thing clear, that we need people who can help us to come to our emotional thought process of grief. But there is an actual realization of one fact, that this is just a temporary, will have temporary result, very transient effect. The author says the very interesting fact about human psychology is that we are always happy to hear that things are happening to me, whether it is luck or other human beings or any other event. This gives a sense of a relief, at least, that I am not the cause of it. Anything else is, everything else is. At least I did not do it happen to me, or it was done to me by someone. Since I am helpless, I need to be looked on by others with kindness. Honestly, there is nothing wrong with this kind of approach even, but in theoretical or to understand that unless you develop a mental thought process and believe that everything that is happening is just an event, that will simply pass. How much ever you are assured, ultimately you will need to develop your own strength to face. You will have to carry your own cross. You will not fully be able to be over it just by the assurance from others. My friend, the author says that the strength can only be generated by you, within you, and by your own efforts. There is a very old saying, a horse can be taken to water, but it cannot be forced to drink water. So being aware that all others can just be tip of the needle as far as the real understanding of the strength within you is concerned. The only thing which will help to ignore the bad or adverse that is happening, bad is to think about what is that you want, and the same is on its way to come to you shortly. A deep urge of ego, my friend, always forces us to start believing that we are the one who are controlling everything which comes to us. We are responsible. We can only work on regulating what we give out to improve the quality of all that we keep receiving in life, my friend. But there will still be certain things of people or opinion or situation which will not be conducive or give a great feeling to be within. They happen to us because we are in this world, but it is in our hands to give them the power or take it away. Ignoring the weeds means by ignoring these weeds, those weeds in life, we can actually concentrate our energies on area where we need to gather power to move forward in our purpose of life. The earlier we learn to improve them, the easier it will pass. To those areas we need to work on is still to achieve our dreams. My friend, power lies in ignoring these weeds and turn ways to power enhancing strategies. People can just give suggestive ideas, but ultimately it's in your interest to learn to ignore those adversities and negativities or mishaps by just reminding yourself certain basic principles. And these principles, as he says, that remember that every adversity will have lesser or no effect if you change the way you look at it. Nazariya badal jaye to nazara badal jata hai. Discussing it over and over again only makes you your feeling worse, or stop talking about it. Thirdly, remind yourself of the fact that I want peace and happiness, and that is in my hand. And lastly, no assurance, my friend, remember, can make it easy for you unless you believe you can handle it smoothly yourself. And at the end of the chapter of the Power Trait 10, Ignoring the Weeds, she suggests 3 things always. That you always remind yourself 3 things in the morning or evening, whenever, that I will say to yourself that I will get what I want in life. I'm a very fortunate person. And God has bestowed the best upon me. And ultimately, thank God for whatever you have been blessed about. Thank you, God, so much. Just say and move on. Thank you very much.